Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their face.
Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tyler Rose. This is Tyler Rose TV. For today's video, I did want to discuss something that's been weighing on my mind, and this is something that's been, pretty prevalent in the news right now, and it's Stephen A. Smith being confronted by LeBron James. Now, LeBron James is a professional basketball player, for those who don't know. Not everybody's into sports. And the reason he confronted Stephen A. Smith seems to be not a valid reason. Now, here's why, and here's my take. But if you don't know what exactly happened, I'm going to roll some footage for you of Stephen A. Smith talking and speaking about what exactly occurred.
Let me just put to bed a couple of things that have been reported that are false. People was talking about LeBron called me out my name, or somebody said he called me a bitch. Somebody said he called me a punk and all this. None of that is true. He was fiery. He approached me during the game and he said, "Stop effing with my son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son." I said, "What? Nah, man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son." And I saw how furious he was. And I said, "We can talk about it later." "Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. I said, "All right, dog. Fine." And he walked away. That's all he said.
That is something that I feel strongly about. And this is not exactly what maybe most people believe, but there's a lot of people I've seen that share the same thoughts and opinions as me. And it's okay to have a difference of opinion. But here's the first point I want to make. When you tell the media that your son is better than half of the NBA players in the current league while he was in college, averaging only 4 points a game, you open up the doors for criticism. Now, not only do you open up the doors for criticism, but he didn't deliver. So look, Bronny James is the 55th pick. He has a guaranteed contract of $8 million. Now, not many 55th picks get an $8 million guaranteed contract. And not only that, this young brother, has actually gotten into the game. Now, most 55th picks don't play at all. Now, this is all done in nepotism, which is fine. Hey, it happens all the time. I'm not gonna, discredit LeBron James for doing that for his son. His son's dream was to play in the NBA. His son had a heart attack, like maybe the season before he started his college career. I mean, hey, you want to make your son's dream come true? You have the strings, the power to pull the strings, and go about it and do it. I'm not knocking LeBron for that. But here's what I'm gonna say: you should not approach somebody whose job it is to talk about professional sports and sit there and criticize the guy and say, "Keep my son's name out your mouth." Whoa, wait. Once you put on that purple and gold, you play for the Los Angeles Lakers. Last time I checked, the Los Angeles Lakers are a professional basketball team. Last time I checked, Stephen A. Smith's an analyst, and he just got paid a new $100 million contract to discuss sports. Now, when you tell people your son's better than half the league, you open a door for criticism. When you open a door for criticism, things like what Stephen A. Smith discussed are all fair game. Now, there's a couple more points I do want to make. The second point I want to make is a lot of people are hell-bent on Stephen A. Smith because at one point there was a clip where Stephen A. Smith said, "LeBron, as a father, the opportunity you're giving your son is great. However, he's not ready for this moment. He's been playing poorly and you're setting him up for failure. He should be in a development league to develop his skills, and then when he's ready for the NBA, you call him up." But they're saying, since he said as a father, it became a big issue. But saying as a father is just being as a father, because we all know he's in the league because of you, not because of himself. Because if you weren't his father, he would never got drafted in the first place. So people are having this type of uproar about that. I don't see the big issue, because there shouldn't be an issue with somebody critiquing you. And that's regardless, because his fathering is very much just like coaching, because I'm sure a lot of what's going on in that franchise has something to do with LeBron James being a father of Bronny James, right? Am I wrong about that? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know down below if I'm wrong about that. Now, there's some more I want to get into here. A lot of people say, well, why are we discussing LeBron James' son? A lot of people are saying, well, why are we discussing Bronny James? He was the 55th pick. Since when does the 55th pick get coverage? Well, guess what? His dad is the most famous basketball player that plays in the current NBA right now. Did you not think that he would ever get any media coverage? He actually plays in the game. It's not like the guy is not getting minutes. He's playing in the game. Of course we're going to talk about him. Now, not only that, his dad made a big target, and he said he's better than half the players in the NBA while he was in college, averaging only 4 points a game. So if your son's above criticism, then how about the other kids that play in the NBA? How about the other young men? Because last time I checked, there's a lot of players in the NBA who are kids because they all have parents. They all have fathers. Now they get discussed. They get crucified. No one's jumping to the defense because they're just doing their job. You know what this does? It shows this one clear thing. It shows LeBron James is a real sensitive man, and he feels a strong way about how the media views him and how people view him as a father and as a basketball player. Now, there's many players in the past that I've liked. I'm a big Kobe guy, but there's players who, listen, don't really care what people got to say because I don't give a damn what you got to say. I'm going to go here and play my best, and that's my job to do. And if LeBron actually wanted to be a real man about it, he confronted him in front of 20,000 people at the Staples Center, knowing there's cameras. He could have discussed this privately. But what you do is you put this big magnifying glass on your son now, and now we're going to sit there and have a big conversation about it. Now all the sports media is talking about it, all the podcasters, all the YouTubers, TikTokers. If you didn't like the fact that people were saying things about your son, you could have had a private conversation with X, Y, and Z or who said something about it. But now you're making this a bigger issue. So if your son is not embarrassed, he's going to be embarrassed now because you just jumped to his defense and made this a whole headline when it could have been a simple conversation. You're LeBron James. You telling me you can't get in touch with Stephen A. Smith to have a simple conversation? I think not. I think you can. I think you can make that conversation. I think you can. And for you to even approach a grown man who's doing his job, who are you? Who are you to do that? Who are you to tell somebody else, don't talk about my son? Your son is a professional basketball player. Your son is not some guy that works in IT at some type of billion-dollar company. No, your son is not a janitor. Your son is a professional basketball player. Therefore, he is not above or below criticism. Now, that's my take on it. I have a lot to say about this. I did want to get this off my chest. I know I haven't uploaded in a long time, but sometimes you just got things that you want to discuss, and this was one of them. This was very much one of them. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. My name is Tyler Rose. This is Tyler Rose TV. And if you're a returning subscriber, listen, guys, I'm thinking of something of starting to make a comeback because I've been like talking with friends and family about certain things, and there's a lot of topics I'm like, I'll be forgetting. I'm monetized on this platform. I can discuss it with you guys. So if there's anything you guys want me to discuss, please do me a favor. Leave the comments below about anything, suggestions that you may have, and also about this situation. Thank you. My name is Tyler Rose. This is Tyler Rose TV. Peace.